everyone, this is Brittany Holtoff with the Deering team at RE/MAX. I'm here today with Annabelle Brennan, and she is the owner of Happy Spaces organization. So she's going to tell us a little bit today about what it's like to hire a professional organizer. So Annabelle, why don't you tell us a little bit first how you got started in the business?
Yeah, so I'm Annabelle Brennan. I kind of got into the business of organizing in 2022. I've done about 30 different projects since then. At a very young age, I found my passion for organization, whether it be organizing my mini little kitchen growing up, or even color coding my closet and like labeling everything throughout my parents' house. And then it wasn't until 2022 that I took that passion and made it into a career.
All right. So when somebody calls you up and wants to meet with you, what are the first steps? What happens from there?
Yeah, so I always start by booking a consultation. Okay. This consultation includes me driving out to the home, and then I take a look at the spaces. For example, it might be a pantry. So I go into the pantry with the client, and I like to take note of their wants and needs for the space. An example being, hey, I'd like my toaster to stay on this shelf, just so I can work around what they would like. So then I take like rough measurements of the space, and then after the consultation, everything, I create a game plan on like a slides presentation, gives the idea of inspo for the space, and then just like a breakdown of cost of materials and estimate of time, just so my client has an idea of what that cost might be. I always like to let my client know that organizing is an investment for sure, but it's something that you invest in that will last. Lots of my clients have they've had me come in for one specific space, and then they've recontacted me for several other spaces in their home, which has been really awesome.
So after that initial consultation that you have with the client, then what is next in the process?
So after I send over those slides, I ask for confirmation on whether I can purchase those products. I do all of the purchasing and returning, so that completely takes off any anxiety on the client. But the organizing process, so first, I always warn the client, it gets worse before it gets better. We take everything out of the space, and then assess our items, and create about 4 different piles, typically a sell pile, a donate pile, a keep pile, and then a trash pile. After we've gone through all that, we assess the things in the keep pile and get to categorize everything. So pantry, we got canned goods, we've got the snacks, even maybe a s'mores bin, spices. Afterwards, then I typically am like, I've got this covered, and that's where I do everything else. I typically have the client work with me in the process of going through things, especially when it comes to like closets and toy rooms. So kids
So the client is definitely involved in the process, at least to begin with. Okay.
Very beginning process, they are hands-on with me. I mean, I have done projects before where the client's like, totally up to you, but that's more spaces where it's pantry and there's expiration dates and everything's pretty self-explanatory and whatnot. But then I always offer cleaning the space, whether that be wiping down shelves, vacuuming the area, and then the best part is the organizing. I take all that new product and place it all in and stage the product, and then organize everything into the new bins, and then label everything. I label everything with a Cricut, and then a Brother label maker as well.
Okay.
So this was actually one of my very favorite projects. This was actually one of the clients that actually was like, you can do everything, I trust you.
Take the reins.
So this was a pantry I did here in Zeeland, Michigan. This was about a 14-hour project from start to finish. This is a closet in the Spring Lake area I've done. This was a quick and easy project, took about 4 hours. A great way to make a closet elevated is by buying matching hangers. It looks more simplistic and then all matching. Here's a playroom I did in the Spring Lake area as well. Took everything out of the space and categorized everything, organized everything back, color-coded all the books, categorized the Magna-Tiles and the Hot Wheels and the other toys.
So what would you say your favorite project to date has been?
I would definitely say a brand new build. Just built the house, moved in, everything was purged through. So I got to move everything into the space and bring in all new product and organize everything into the space.
Wonderful.
So I got to do lots of spaces like coat closets, linen closet. I did the master closet, a little girl's bedroom, a pantry, and even a playroom too.
Yeah, so there is a real advantage to that. Moving in with a blank slate, a lot of people might not necessarily realize the importance of having someone like you come in. But you get started and you can start off on the right foot and have everything organized from the get-go, and you're not letting it get to crazy before you call in somebody like you for help. So that's
definitely. It also works for people who are also looking to sell a home. It looks pretty on camera. I always like to say it definitely brings peace knowing everything has a place for everything, and it also looks pretty as well to look at.
Right. So for those of you watching at home, potential home sellers, there's plenty of benefit to having someone like Annabelle come in prior to listing your home, to have her go through and organize the home. So, when people are walking through, they might be opening cupboards and they can really see the full scope of the space that you have available. And it just makes it look neat and organized. And of course, you don't have to wait until you're going to sell your home to enjoy something like that. You can always reach out to Annabelle as well. So why would someone benefit from having someone like yourself come into their home? What are the type of clients that you're working with, and does anybody benefit from that? And what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so typically my target market is busy families through the chaos of bringing kids to sports, schools, any extra activities. It's nice to be able to come home, know where everything is, and even when it comes to running to the grocery store, seeing that the snack bin is running low or needing some more pasta for dinner the next night, definitely brings a lot more peace to the home when organizing with simplicity.
For our watchers out there who might be wondering, what can someone expect that a project like this would cost to have you come in?
Yeah, so I would range from $200 to $1,500, whether that be a small little closet or the entire home.
Okay. And are you open to doing other projects as well, like garage organizing or workspace organizing? Is that something that you would do too?
Yeah, I have gotten into a few garages I've organized. I haven't gotten into the business aspect or anything, but definitely looking for more work and would love to get into that.
Yeah, there's definitely a good need for that in a commercial space as well, to have good organizing.
Yeah, definitely.
So Annabelle, where can people find you on social media? How do they contact you?
Yeah, I am on basically every social media platform. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and you can find me at happyspaces.organization and then Happy Spaces on Facebook. So if anyone is interested in my services, you can reach out to Brittany or anyone on the Deering team, and I'm offering a free consultation.
Well, wonderful. Thanks for joining us today, Annabelle. It's nice to hear from you and get that take on organizing and how that makes life a little bit easier in the home. We're happy to have you today. And for those of you watching at home, if you'd like some more information, feel free to reach out to Annabelle on any of her social media platforms, or get in contact with one of us at the Deering team. We'd be happy to pass along her contact information for you.